Well, ever wonder how many times police respond to the neighborhood down the street or to the mall just up the road? Wink News investigated the top 10 calls for service over the last year. And reporter Andrew Scheinthal found a surprising pattern.
Time and time again,
where's your emergency?
Law enforcement agencies rush into action across Southwest Florida, responding to homicides, burglaries, assaults, and other crimes. But where are the police actually going? For months, Wink News has been working on an investigation to find the top locations law enforcement agencies respond to over a year. Between August 2015 and August 2016 in Naples, a trip to the city pier was common. Officers responded to a call for service 910 times. In Cape Coral, the VA saw 973, nearly 3 a day on average. But the Harlem Lakes neighborhood in Fort Myers off of MLK and Veronica Shoemaker received more than 3,000 calls for service during that time.
We're not naive about violent crime.
We took those numbers to Fort Myers Mayor Randy Henderson.
We're embracing the opportunity to deal with it, to push it away, and to stop it.
Other top spots in Southwest Florida include the Edison Mall with more than 1,500 calls for service, and the Coastland Center Mall received just over 1,000 calls.
Try to establish relationships from either store owners or, role model figures.
Chris Knotts is one of the founders of Naples Security Solutions and a former deputy for the Collier County Sheriff's Office.
I have a background in military intelligence and law enforcement.
He says for the neighborhoods with a large number of calls to service, one solution is community policing and building trust. He says that means seeing more police on the streets.
If their bottom line and their goal is a safe community, one that's free of violence and drugs and crime, it's going to require law enforcement to come in and have a greater presence.
Mayor Henderson says government has its own role.
We can create another sense of feeling safe, being able to position the city in ways to catch perpetrators who are making those threats to our citizens.
That neighborhood that received more than 3,000 calls, the city plans on installing surveillance cameras in the near future. But the calls for service aren't just coming from neighborhoods. Every law enforcement agency in Southwest Florida has one thing in common. They all respond to a Walmart, some multiple times a day.
They can get clothing items, they can get food, they can get a number of things and make their way out with little to no consequence.
And Knott says that's a problem all on its own. Andrew Scheinthal, Wink News now.